Alright, so now it's the next day. I cut out another new rim piece. I also got the inner rim cut out too. It's currently out in the kitchen. I gotta go and get that thing done too, or well, I mean, it's reinforced and whatnot, but yeah. So I'm gonna go outside, spray paint this thing, get the other one set up a frame for it, then go outside and spray paint it too. But it's also a chance of rain, so today is going to be a little difficult to go in and out to actually spray paint the parts I need to actually spray paint. So wish me luck. These are getting really annoying. Fucking Rigby's. I don't know how well you can see this or not, but it is now raining outside. I have no idea how long this is going to last. But I got that little piece I was painting out. It's in the shed, so it's not wet. I kind of killed that piece right there, but that piece isn't going to be used. And since I know it was going to rain today, I had to put the two mowers right over here so they don't get rained on. And also, yes, the Rigby's are cute, but they're stealing our cat's food. So, yeah. If anything, at least it's going to get nice and cool. And the fresh air smells real nice. I also got the frame for the inner ring done. So I just got to wait for the rain to let up so I can actually go outside and at least go to the shed and spray paint this matte black. But for right now, I'll just give it to my cat for inspection. I also got this to watch as I build and whatnot too. Mr. Bandit. And since it's raining outside still, I had to put these in a whole different place to dry. So this is where I have them now. So with that said, I'm going to let them dry and I'm going to go inside and work on our parts I actually don't need to spray paint. So I'll come back when I see fit. Alright, so it's still raining outside, so I went and I'm going to start working on this section here. So I already got the two little pieces in the back done. Next thing I gotta do is I gotta build a little portion here that's gonna hold the vinyl record. And I got a nice long piece, but I'm gonna have to slice individual little slices that way so when this thing bends, it bends more easily. I mean, yes, I could just bend this over the counter and whatnot and get it to bend over, but it'll be better if I actually just take the time and do individual little slices. That way, so it'll be a lot easier to conform to the actual to the actual side here. Now, I want you to take a mental note of. Well, I want you to remember what time it is. It is currently 2:01. So let's see how long it takes just for me to do what I need to do for this. Doing this stuff stinks. And I know it doesn't look like much, but before I actually started recording, this was a pretty deep gash. It's really not a cut or anything, but it's just me constantly holding the paper down like this to do these sneaking little slithers. So I have to hold this paper pretty freaking tight, and it really gouges into my skin. So doing this type of stuff is a bit of a pain in the butt, but it has to be done. Okay, so I'm finally freaking done. And remember how I started off at 2 and when it was 2 o'clock and 1 minute? It's now nearly 2:15. Well, that's actually now 2:15. So it more or less took 15 minutes just to do this one little section. Luckily, if my phone will autofocus properly again, I only have to do this one more time, I believe. But it's stuff like this that are tedious and boring. It makes it kind of a pain to build this thing, but in the end, it's still fun for me to do. It's just that there are some parts like this that are just incredibly tedious and incredibly boring. So, yeah, I also moved to my room because the kitchen kind of stinks. I'm going to see if I actually will start working in my room again because the chair I'm sitting in is really nice, even though it's old and the freaking padding's gone out, so I'm using stinking pillows now. But compared to the chair I'm sitting inside, compared to the chair I'm using in the kitchen, this is so much better. This is the chair I'm using in the kitchen. It's garbage. God, this chair is probably like, what, 20 something years old? So I'm getting ready to set up one of the vinyl records on one of the sides. I'll be setting this one up on the back end. And to cut out the middle section, since these vinyl records are pretty delicate, I have to go in there and individually drill some holes, as you can see right here, and then take the drill and drill more holes to where this whole little area that I have right here will actually come out. And this right here, it's just a constant drilling of the holes. Since I don't got a drill press, takes a while, and it's incredibly tiresome and tedious. Very, very tedious. So once I get this hole cut out, I'll come back. Man, I forgot how much I hated doing this on my first and second generation dubstep gun. This takes so long to do. Ugh. I gotta do this one more time. And hopefully make it just ever so slightly cleaner looking, because this is pretty jagged. So yeah. Alright, so it's the next day actually. And the little knobs have been spray painted. As you can tell, I added a little bit of a red trim to them. It's not, the trim itself is not actually 100% the same thickness around, because I have limitations due to the caps I'm using. But this is more or less what they look like when they're actually on the actual dubstep gun. And I think they really help with the contrasting and the colors and whatnot. So I'm going to build this thing as I watch this guy do his thing. Alright, so I got the wiring and everything set up on this side. I got the wire layout pretty much done the way I need to. It still looks like a mess, but in comparison to what my original, considering what my current dubstep gun looks like, this is significantly cleaner. I am trying to do cable management, but yeah. Of course, I'm still leaving this section open here because I'm going to make a battery bay for it. But here I got the wire that'll be going directly to the other side of the dubstep gun, and also be connecting to the amp I put right here. This wire goes to the LEDs for the main box, which is right there, which is the main speaker box, which is right there. And of course, this wire right here is actually going to go basically the same route, but go to the speaker here. And then this wire is going to go to the other speaker, right? That's going to be like right here somewhere and whatnot. I'll be able to properly show how all this goes together when I actually get the other section put together and whatnot. So I'll come back when I get that all put together, or probably when I'm actually getting the vinyl and the rim for the other side put together. I don't know when I'll be coming back, but yeah. Heck, I didn't think of it initially, but I should actually show what I'm doing to actually pull the to actually get this out of the center and whatnot. So I got my tripod out here, and I'm going to just record myself for a little while, just grinding away at this thing. So this is pretty much how I'm just taking the center of this thing off. I'm just taking a drill, putting it at an angle, and spinning it up. Ah, fudge. Cheap vinyl record. that stinks. Thank God this is thank goodness this thing was $1 over at Goodwill. Man, that stinks. I'm gonna have to wait I'm gonna wait at least 2 days before I can get another vinyl record. Oh, this stinks. I mean, yes, I could go and use this vinyl record, but since this one was going to be the one that's going to be the faceplate vinyl record, I don't feel right using this now. Well, that sucks. Well, at least you guys see me fail at something. Well, I fail at stuff all the time, but that sucks. Maybe I can find a vinyl record around that I didn't use before. Who knows? But seriously, that freaking sucks. So, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I mean, I'm kind of at an impasse now since I can't really do anything without a vinyl record. And for those that are wondering what it actually looks like with the vinyl record in, I mean, it does look good. I got a nasty little scratch here from the drill. And the actual crack itself, if you look at it properly, you can't see it. But then we got this nasty scratch right here. Now, of course, the back one is kind of messy in a way. Granted, I just need to clean up the fingerprints and whatnot. There is some scratching and whatnot, but this is, again, the back vinyl record. This isn't going to be seen much. I'm still adding this vinyl record. I added this vinyl record in the back because I wanted to at least have some cohesiveness, or how you pronounce it, on the back end. So, yeah. Luckily, I'm not at a complete, luckily I'm still about a week away before the convention, and it's only Thursday. So Saturday, hopefully I can go out and get some new vinyl records. I'll make sure that I don't buy just one. I make sure I buy at least 4 to 5 vinyl records, so I can have at least something left over for if I accidentally crack another vinyl record. I can go and just do another trace of the circle here and then try again. But with that said, I'm going to do these little sections here. I'm going to get this done. I'm most likely going to actually attach the main front speaker on today also. Get all that pretty much done. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get what I need to get done that doesn't require the use of a vinyl record in place. And I'll be able to hopefully get quite a bit done today for this thing. So, yeah, but first I'm going to give myself something to eat because it's currently 1 a.m. and I really haven't eaten anything much. So I'm going to take a small break and then I'm going to actually finish this thing off, or at least get to a point to where I'm happy with it today. So I'm actually going to end this video here, and I'll come back and I'll just start my whole second video from where I am right now. So